Thank you, Dan.
Okey-dokey.
Did you see the number by chance federal employees that haven't paid
No,
their taxes for a number of years?
is it?
It's just, it's sickening. A lot of, something like 14, 15,000 in the IRS haven't paid taxes for years.
I think they ought to be fired on the spot.
I think there's
How can they be working for the IRS at that point?
55 or 65,000, I think, of federal employees. that
You're
are old.
kidding. That's shocking to me.
Is it?
It is.
Why?
Well, I suppose it shouldn't be, because I would think the people that work for.
Well, you would think, but
Yeah.
if they're not gonna say anything about them, let them go. I think also it said 97% of them are attorneys or something.
Somewhere, I knew
You
that.
see how it is?
I knew that
You see how it is?
was going to
And
go
he-
somewhere.
Every time he sets me up perfectly. Perfectly.
He's getting you ready for vacation.
And I'm gonna start playing golf for that. Really crazy.
Have a good
No,
day.
the first part was correct. The
All right.
last part I just made up.
I made that part.
About you attorneys. We
Whatever.
all know that you are honest and forthright and
Goodbye, Your Honor.
Okay. Camp Samaritan is still being worked on right now. That is in the process of being turned over to Camp Whitley. But that hasn't been completely turned over. The Camp Whitley people have had to turn in their 501c3 papers to the DNR. And once that gets taken care of, then we'll have to sign paperwork also for.
Okay, that was gonna be my question. We're gonna have to sign a quit claim deed back to the state, right?
Well, yes, or I think what they're planning on doing is not doing it back to the state, just doing it right over to Camp Whitley.
And I'm okay with that as long as the state doesn't ever come back and say, you can't do that. So,
Well, their attorneys are involved in this.
yeah, okay,
But
that's cool. That's cool.
then you've got to, it'd be much cleaner for us just to go ahead and turn it over back to the DNR.
It would be, but as long as we're assured that they're not gonna come back later on us.
do you have that contract?
Jen's got that contract.
You don't know by chance what the date is on it?
It's 2010, it was early 2010, January,
Okay.
February.
That'd be about right. It was with those gentlemen I met the other day, Stu Shipman was there. He said he's been retired down there a little over 2 years, so that would make it. And it stated, this is a question, it stated that after a year, the contract was done.
If we didn't do anything with that property to make it a public park or for the public use, then it would revert back to the DNR
After a year?
after 1 year, 12 months.
12 months to do something. Well, they brought up, they've been Nichols, Shipman, and
Oh, Rich Dunbar.
yeah, Dunbar, thank you. That probably the county was out of it before that pier came up, because the pier wasn't taken till August 12th.
Right.
Or August 2012. So there would be nothing, no liability the county would have on.
Right.
Ours would have ended in 11.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Yeah. So we didn't have to worry about that at
So
all.
we were probably trespassing when we went there.
Probably.
I was the other day when I put those chains up front.
Yeah, Tom changed it up.
I did
said the
tell
key?
them, I did tell them that I had the key, or the keys were here, I have a set of keys. So, okay, fine, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for all your hard work on it, George. I appreciate it. This really is in the best interest of
Yeah.
citizens. It truly is.
I'm happy for
It's
Camp
sad.
Whitley.
It's a very
Yes.
sad situation that it couldn't, but maybe there's going to be a happy ending after all.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, Tom O'Neill is rescheduled. Mr. Barton, Highway Department. We have Do we have to wait till the two
No,
o'clock?
we can always repeat them if some others come in.
Okay, we have open truck bids.
I have one thing I wanted to report first if I could. I briefly had mentioned something a few minutes ago or after lunch that Bill Hartman has got back with me. I'm getting back with him tomorrow on some final things. He'll take them in on Friday, and then their commissioners who meet on Friday will take care of business that day. So hopefully by this Friday or by next Monday we'll have some good news there.
So that's the interlocal?
Yes,
Okay.
For both issues.
yes,
Good deal.
yeah.
And this is for one 2014 single axle truck chassis and separately one 10-foot HD complete scraper, one complete hydraulic system, and one truck bed.
Yes, sir. This bid is from Stoops Freightliner.
You have to note this, Pam.
And we'll have to go through these because of the specifications and some of the things we asked the guys to price out. But the total price here, 2014 Freightliner, $90,835. Second bid, Selking International. One new 2014 International, $84,945. Next, W.A. Jones, the only bid we have on the truck body and accessories.
The others weren't?
I'm sorry?
The others weren't?
They're just tractors, just,
Yeah, no, these are
straight
just on the
cabin
trucks
chassis,
there.
right?
Yeah,
Just cabin chassis.
that's it.
Yep, okay.
No,
Yeah.
I thought you asked for complete bids.
No, they were separated. Yeah. Okay, on the dump bed, 24,166 and 48 cents. Okay, on the provide and install the Root Orman Road 10-foot underbody, $18,470.52. Hydraulics, to meet specifications, $10,685. And last, provide and install the 34-inch snowplow hitch, $2,165. We did not ask for the snow plow at this time because the truck it'll take 90 days for that to come in. It'll be in here in the spring, early summer, really won't need it. And at this point in time, we can make it work without, so that's everything that we asked for.
So do you have extra plows then if you
Yeah.
don't? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually have 2 plows per truck, a side plow or a V plow. If we have money left over at the end, then that's a plow that we can get next fall. The price won't change any.
Michael, weren't we talking about a tandem axle originally?
Yes. Yeah, well, originally, we were talking about that, but we didn't think we could, after talking to the guys, it was gonna end up being a weak tandem axle. It was not gonna be, with the proper engine, that kind of thing. It'd be something that our drivers hate, a big heavy truck that has no power. So we didn't think we could get that in there and fit it in for the money that we had. So, in fact, if we added up even the 84 here and the total of these prices here, it's gonna get us up there pretty close to where we're at anyway. And I think it was Don during one of these meetings when we talked about that and said we weren't going to be getting the tandem, we couldn't fit it in for the price with the right engine and parts that it needed to make it a good working truck, so we had to drop back to the single, but the single axle is powered extremely well and has all of the equipment that we need. And with some of the lake roads and things that we have anyway, the single's probably better than having another tandem. So we switched over to that, and then at one meeting I even had mentioned that we were gonna try to be able to get this truck and these accessories and the spray washer, the heavy duty spray washer, and Don said we had to get that right into the minutes for seated funds or something for the seated plan. And so that's what the whole plan was, so hopefully get this and that washer out of the mine. But we'll have to see if everybody met specifications everywhere.
It looks like we're right around 130,000, is that what you?
I got, if you go with the, I'm not telling you my math's correct, but it looks to me like the complete package from W.A. Jones is at 55,487.
Yep.
And so if you go with the Freightliner, you'll have a total of $146,322. If you go with the Navistar, you'll have $140,432.
Which is just about perfect for what we're trying to do.
And again, I mean, I think,
If those numbers stand up to specifications.
well, and if my numbers are added correctly,
So the power washer, what's the approximate price on a power washer?
About 9,000 for that one, yeah. We have a very small, meager one that they've had for a lot of years over there in the garage. This is a big, heavy diesel-powered one that we actually, Kevin's already making the base for it in the garage. And it'll go in the garage, be watched by him. The other one's left down in another garage where the guys just get done with it and they just leave it down there and there's nobody to watch it ever. This is much, much different, and will be there for a long time.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we take the bids just submitted under advisement, have the County Highway Director review the bids and report back at our next meeting, or the one after that. I won't be here next meeting, but
Okay.
we take the bids under advisement so he can review them, make sure they meet the specifications.
We have a motion to take this under advisement through Michael, and we have a second. Discussion? All those in favor raise your right hand. Opposed, the same. All yours, Michael.
I'll get back to you guys too. This won't take 2 weeks. That's when I'll give it back to you officially, but I'll get back to you and let you know where all this stands much earlier.